So what is the deal with this ancient, lost, vast city discovered underneath the pyramids? Is that something that people have known about? Like, is this new? What is it?
Look, pretty much, if you go to Saqqara, which is not far away from Giza, it's just a bit south. Basically, there is like an entire city underneath the Djoser Pyramid. I've seen it. So it really shouldn't be that surprising. However, I think it's probably a bit early to say that there's an entire city underneath Khafre. That there are structures underneath it, I think is pretty profound in and of itself, and the extent to which they extend down beneath it, which are believed to be as much as 2 kilometers down. That's pretty incredible, without a doubt. But we don't know exactly what it is yet. And you have to kind of understand how the synthetic aperture radar works, right? What it does is it sends pulses into the earth, and those pulses then send an echo based on the different structures that are in the earth. And so these tiny, minute differences that are between the different types of structures that might be underneath the pyramid are sending different echo signals. And those different echo signals are then organized and managed and looked at in this way that we can start to interpolate what it might mean is underneath the pyramid. So that there is something there, I think, is probably pretty clear. What that something is, it's really hard to tell at this stage. So the only way to be able to tell is going to be to excavate it and be able to actually see if the first things that, the SAR scan would indicate are actually there.
It was rods that I saw that go down quite deep.
Yeah, they were pillars. They look like pylons or caissons, right? They go deep underneath the structure, and it seems like they have some sort of a spiraling thing around them, right? But we don't know what that is. Is that some sort of staircase? Is that some sort of spring, that would basically help it in earthquakes? Who knows? So basically, these structures go far down, and there were several of them, I believe 8 total pillars going down. And one of the things that I had noticed was that, and it just happened around the exact same time, that Leonardo da Vinci had encrypted in his book, Codex Atlanticus, in folio 134, he'd encrypted the Khafre Pyramid. And I'd posted on this about a year ago.
What is up? I want to first of all thank you for being here, and secondly announce we are doing a giveaway for subscribers of this channel. All you need to do for a chance to win sweet prizes such as this portable red light from Mito Red Light, also be giving away the Mito Pro, which is a larger panel, is subscribe to the channel. Extra entries will be given out for people commenting on episodes, and extra entries also be given out for sharing this episode and tagging me, Aaron Alexander, on Instagram. So every 5,000 subscribers, we will announce a new winner. We'll be doing this at least up to 100,000 subscribers. So that is it. Subscribe, comment, share for a chance to win sweet prizes. Good luck to you, and I appreciate you being here.
Where I said, look, Da Vinci encrypted Khafre Pyramid in addition to the Great Pyramid in Vitruvian Man, which we knew. But I was just flipping through the pages. I was like, wait, why is this a 3-4-5 proportion? Looks like a pyramid. And there's some sort of structures inside. So I overlaid the Khafre Pyramid actual structure on top of Da Vinci's illustration of it. And the place that he had articulated and shown where there were actually empty spaces and cavities or caverns or rooms inside the pyramid were actually matching what was on the drawing. So I was like, including the entrance and everything. So I was like, whoa, this is kind of weird. So I went back to look at that to see if Da Vinci had encrypted anything underneath the pyramid as well. And sure enough, there's a series of what look like caissons or pylons going far deep beneath the pyramid, even in his illustration, which is pretty mind-boggling.
What is the function of the pyramids? I feel like I get a different interpretation from a lot of different folks. Like, does this create any different information or perspective from your perspective of the function of them? Or is this new to you at all?
No, and I'll explain what I mean. When I say burial place, I don't believe there was ever a mummy found inside there, but it's a metaphorical burial. The Great Pyramid in particular is a place where you go and have a spiritual or an ego death and spiritual resurrection. That's the whole point of it. It's a spiritual ascension stargate. Now, does that stargate require you to be able to have a lot of power to operate? Yes, it does. So does it have a means to be able to generate its own electricity? I believe it did. Yes. And I'll tell you the story about why I say that, because it was only 1 month ago that I was inside the Great Pyramid and activating the stargate. So it was exactly on, what is the date today? Today's the 10th, right? So, no, sorry, 2 months ago. 2 months ago. It was February 10th that I was inside the Great Pyramid and we activated the stargate inside of it. Now, you should know that inside the Great Pyramid, the walls have blocks. And these blocks are all different sizes, right? Have you been inside? You've been inside the Great Pyramid, right? So the blocks on the walls all have different sizes, and the walls are covered in petroglyphs of constellations. Those constellations all are associated with different blocks. There's 144 blocks. The blocks are different sizes. That means they have an X, Y, and Z axis. Even their depth is a different size. Why would they do this? Well, you could say that possibly it's a coordinate system in space-time. So this coordinate system in space-time, because each of them is like a planetarium, why would they have all the constellations on the walls, right? And this is what we discovered. You can find all of this on our show, and if you like, I can even pull some of it up for you. But basically, it's a spiritual ascension stargate that once you move into higher dimension, you're able to use as some sort of teleportation device. That's what I fundamentally believe.